Welcome to the sports on Prime. I'm Gary Al Smith. I will be back just in a jiffy to continue the news. We begin with boxing, and the WBO World Super Bantamweight title is up for grabs. However, before Isaac Dugbe will even go into the ring, there is some controversy involving his father and Emmanuel Tego. In the past week, you might have heard that Paul Dugbe, the father of Isaac, had sued the Game Boy for an amount of about 1 million Ghana cedis, ostensibly because of disparaging comments made on radio. In response, the Ghana Boxing Authority boss, Peter Zuenas, has expressed displeasure at the disrespectful comments made by Emmanuel Tego, and the boxer said that, among other things, Paul Dugbe, that's the father of Isaac, was using his son to extort money from high-ranking members of the Ghanaian society.
I can say on authority that 2 days before I saw the publication in the papers that the writ had been issued, we had actually summoned Tego and his management to a meeting, the GBA, to show cause why he should not be disciplined for the sort of public aspects he had been making, both before and after his last fight. I thought that, given his dismal and lackluster performance on that day, he should have been more concerned with training and bettering his lot rather than casting aspersions and insulting practically everybody on site. But this is a matter we'll get to on another day. Thank you very much.
Still on Isaac Dugbe and his team, as they call them, Team Dugbe, say that the right brand to invest in is Isaac, and that's according to Donald Agumenu, who is a member of the team that is getting ready for Jesse Magdaleno in that big fight later on in a couple of weeks.
Boxing is one of the components that we can champion to be able to lift up the image of Ghana and achieve the kind of glory that we need for our country. And from the day one that Isaac Dugbe stayed on the arena of Ghana, we can agree with me that boxing has changed dramatically. And at the end of the day, people all over the world are waiting to see who is that young guy performing that miracle. The second person who is becoming, it's only that his name is not Azuma Nelson, but he's a person in his own capacity. He's a person in his own domain. He's a person with unique features that anytime that he's on board, you begin to see the acts, the flow, the tactics, the kind of energy that he radiates, and that alone is something we need to clap for him. Anytime we're talking about the subject matter of Isaac Dugbe, we need to know that we are positioning Ghana at the front of global players, America and Britain, and that alone is a brand that we have to be proud of and support. So, in summary, we need to invest more into the business of sports, and boxing is giving us that opportunity through our beloved son Isaac Dugbe and other brothers that are in the industry. But whether you debate it or not, as we speak now, the name that almost everybody can mention without hesitation is Isaac Dugbe. And let's seize the opportunity to invest in that brand for us to move to the next level.
In football, let's do some Ghana Premier League. And earlier this week, we did say that the suspension of Hearts of Oak coach Frank Nuttall had been announced. This time, in an update, the club says that he has not been sacked, contrary to widespread reports among the Hearts fraternity and in the media.
In terms of the coach releasing some of the players' numbers to foreign agents and for them to contact the players of the clubs. These are past and the present players of the club, and the club felt that this is against the policy of building a team. And as such, the coach has been asked to stay on indefinite suspension. But based on that, the club has set up a 3-man committee headed by Dr. Neho Campbell, Michael Seff, and then late this Ivy Howard Mills. So we'll look into it and then come out with a determination as to whether the allegations are true or they are not true. And we will recommend to the board for further action. Okay. For now, as I speak to you, the coach is still around. The coach of Accra, so it's just that we have asked him to stay away for a few days before the committee will come to a conclusion.
Right. So in the English Premier League, Antonio Conte is currently on the pitch with, in the FA Cup, his side are currently up. However, he said before the game that he is frustrated by all the negative talk surrounding his job at Chelsea.
Antonio Conte's been feeling the strain in the last few weeks amidst widespread speculation about his future at Chelsea. Monday's victory over West Brom gave the manager a timely boost. He's admitted to having sleepless nights and aimed criticism at Chelsea's transfer policy recently, but now he wants the negative talk to end.
I think about this topic is right to stop. Otherwise, every week we stay to speak about this topic, and we risk until the end of the season to speak in every press conference. And we must be focused only on the pitch and to try to do our best, me, my staff, and the players.
The commitment of Chelsea's players towards the manager and their belief in him has also been questioned, but Conte's adamant there's no problem within the squad.
I think that in this 1 year and a half we built a great mentality, and in every training session I see great commitment, great behaviors, and under this aspect I'm very happy.
The win against West Brom came after Chelsea's players were given a rare 3-day break from training. With a Champions League tie against Barcelona looming, Conte joked that he wouldn't train at all if it meant winning matches.
It was right to give this period of rest. Then I repeat, if you ask me that if we won because we rested, yeah, in this case, and I prefer to give 5 days to rest and then to win, 5 days to rest, no training, and then to have this type of situation. But I repeat, I'm joking.
Chelsea's next objective is to reach the quarter-finals of the FA Cup when they host Championship side Hull on Friday. A number of the younger players are likely to feature again, with Barcelona in town on Tuesday.
In tennis, the ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament is still on, and Federer and Dimitrov, yesterday we gave you an update about their progress. The two of them have won their subsequent matches to make it to the quarterfinals.
First seed and two-time ABN AMRO World Tennis Tournament champion Roger Federer did battle in Rotterdam on Thursday night when he took on Philipp Kohlschreiber. The Swiss master has been a thorn at the side of the German throughout his career. Stretching back to their first meeting in 2009, Kohlschreiber was still searching for his first ever win over Federer. He held his own in the first set and came close to taking it as it led to a tiebreaker. However, Federer's defense was tight and his attack effective as he won the break at 10-8. The second set was another hotly contested back and forth. Kohlschreiber was hoping to force another tiebreaker to increase his chances of turning the game around. But late in the set, the German was dealt a blow as Federer found the first breakpoint of the match. He held his serve and soon wrapped up the victory to progress. Kohlschreiber's wait for a Federer win goes on.
Grigor Dimitrov held off the challenge of Filip Krajinovic to keep his Rotterdam hopes alive. The tournament's second seed battled to victory in 1 hour and 43 minutes. The Bulgarian had to save 4 break points in the opening set and took the opener in a tie-break. Dimitrov's power factored into the outcome, with the world at number 5 landing 13 aces and hitting 33 winners, en route to a 7-6, 7-5 victory. He goes on to face Andrei Rublev for a spot in the semi-finals.
And that's it for sport. I'll be bringing you updates of the FA Cup games that are going on, one involving Leicester, one involving Chelsea, who started their game very, very well against Hull City with a goal in 100 seconds from Willian.